Welcome back to our channel Rare Coins Hub. In today's video, we're going to explore something really interesting and exciting. So, if you want to find out what you'll learn by staying with us till the end, make sure to watch the whole video. Stay with us and don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get started. The 1985 US 1 dime coin, an often overlooked piece of American currency, holds a fascinating and surprising story. On the surface, it might appear as just another 10-cent coin in your pocket, but for avid coin collectors, this seemingly ordinary dime is a gateway to an incredible world of historical significance, intricate design, and exceptional rarity. With a market value soaring as high as $132,000 for certain versions of the coin, the 1985 dime is far from ordinary. This is a story of a coin that, like all great collectibles, has become much more than just currency. In fact, it's a treasure trove of fascinating details that offer insight into American history, minting technology, and, of course, the world of numismatics. Let's take a step back in time to 1985 and understand the context that surrounds this particular dime. The 1985 one-dime coin was part of the long-standing tradition of dimes in the United States, which dates back to the first dime minted in 1796. The design of this coin has evolved over the years, but by 1985, the U.S. Mint had long settled on using the image of Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse side. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, had been featured on the dime since 1946, shortly after his death, in tribute to his leadership during World War II and his role in establishing the March of Dimes, an organization aimed at combating polio. Franklin D. Roosevelt's image on the dime is iconic. On the 1985 version, Roosevelt's left-facing portrait dominates the coin, with the words, "Liberty," inscribed to the left of his profile and, "In God We Trust," appearing just beneath his portrait. The year 1985 is also visible, marking the coin's specific minting. This side of the coin, designed by artist John R. Sinek, has remained unchanged since its introduction, making it one of the most recognizable and consistent designs in American coinage. However, it's the reverse side of the 1985 dime that adds depth to the coin's story. The reverse features the familiar design of a torch, olive branch, and oak branch, which together symbolize liberty, peace, and strength. This design, created by artist Adolph A. Weinman, was first introduced in 1916 on the Mercury dime. It was retained for the Roosevelt dime to continue the association of these symbols with American ideals. The United States of America inscription runs along the top, with the coin's value, 1 dime, appearing at the bottom. These elements of design are not just stylistic choices, they reflect a long tradition of American numismatic artistry. As with all U.S. coins, the 1985 dime was struck using a combination of copper and nickel. The specific composition of the dime, which consists of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel, gives the coin its distinctive appearance and durability. The coin measures 17.91 mm in diameter and weighs 2.27 grams. It's small and lightweight, making it one of the most common denominations in circulation. For most people, the 1985 dime is a simple tool for making change, but for collectors, the minting process and the nuances of the coin are what make it worth far more than its face value. At the time of its release, the 1985 dime was like any other regular issue coin, circulated in millions across the country. However, the world of coin collecting is a complex one, and a coin's true value is often hidden behind layers of history, error, and scarcity. The 1985 dime may have been minted in large quantities, but certain factors set it apart and have made it a highly desirable item for collectors. First, let's consider the number of dimes minted that year. The U.S. Mint operates multiple facilities, and the 1985 dimes were produced at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. Coins struck at these two mints feature different mint marks, P for Philadelphia and D for Denver, which can affect a coin's value. For the most part, coins from both mints were produced in large quantities and are not particularly rare. However, certain varieties of the 1985 dime have become noteworthy due to specific minting errors, which have made them highly valuable in the eyes of collectors. Errors in minting are an exciting aspect of coin collecting, as they offer a glimpse into the imperfections that can occur during the minting process. Minting errors can take many forms, from off-center strikes to double impressions or even the incorrect usage of a die. These errors, though often unintentional, are incredibly sought after in the numismatic world because they are so unique. A small mistake in the minting process can turn an otherwise ordinary coin into a rare and valuable treasure. The 1985 dime is no exception to this rule. One of the most famous error varieties of the 1985 dime is the double die obverse variety. This error occurs when the die used to strike the coin has an extra, unintended impression, causing certain parts of the design to appear doubled. In the case of the 1985 dime, the doubling typically occurs in the letters and numbers on the obverse side, such as the word Liberty or the date 1985. The doubling effect is subtle but noticeable, and finding a 1985 dime with this error can make it worth a small fortune. The 1985 double die obverse dimes have been known to sell for thousands of dollars, especially if they are in pristine condition. Another error that has been observed in the 1985 dime is the off-center strike. This occurs when the coin is not properly aligned during the striking process, resulting in a design that is misaligned or off-center. These coins can be quite striking to look at, as the design appears to be shifted, and part of the coin's surface may remain blank. Off-center strikes are relatively rare, and when they do occur, they are highly sought after by collectors who appreciate the uniqueness of the coin. An off-center 1985 dime could sell for anywhere from a few $100s to thousands, depending on the severity of the error and the overall condition of the coin. In addition to these minting errors, collectors are also drawn to coins in exceptional condition. Coins that have been preserved in nearly perfect condition are valued far more highly than those that show signs of wear and tear. For the 1985 dime, coins that have been graded as MS 67, mint state 67, or higher can be worth significantly more. A dime in such pristine condition could fetch a premium price at auction, and collectors often pay top dollar for coins that show no visible flaws. Coins that have been preserved through careful handling and storage are increasingly rare, making them valuable in the marketplace. With all of this in mind, it's clear that the 1985 dime holds a special place in the hearts of coin collectors. While most dimes from that year are worth only their face value of 10 cents, the error varieties and high-quality specimens can command far more. And now, let's get to the most exciting part, the current market value of the 1985 dime. As of today, the most valuable 1985 dimes, especially those with minting errors or in perfect condition, can be worth up to $132,000. This staggering price tag might seem surprising, but it's a reflection of the rarity and desirability of these coins. The 1985 double die obverse dimes, in particular, are among the most valuable, with some examples fetching 5 or 6 figures at auction. Even a well-preserved, error-free 1985 dime can be worth hundreds or thousands of dollars, depending on its condition and any special characteristics it may have. For those who are fortunate enough to own one of these rare and valuable 1985 dimes, it's important to take good care of it. Coins in top condition can continue to increase in value over time, and with the continued interest in coin collecting, the 1985 dime's market value could rise even higher in the future. So, the next time you come across a 1985 dime in your pocket or change jar, take a moment to examine it closely. What may appear to be a simple coin could, in fact, be worth a small fortune. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or a newcomer to the world of numismatics, the 1985 dime serves as a perfect example of how a small, seemingly insignificant piece of currency can become a prized and valuable collector's item. The top 2. The 1994 US 1 dime coin might seem like a mundane piece of currency, an everyday object that gets passed around and forgotten in pockets, purses, and vending machines. Yet, in the world of numismatics, this coin holds a place of intrigue, attracting collectors from all over the world. At first glance, the 1994 dime doesn't appear to be anything extraordinary. After all, it's just another small, copper-nickel coin featuring the iconic image of Franklin D. Roosevelt, but when you take a closer look, you'll see that there is more to this dime than meets the eye. For many collectors, the 1994 dime is a treasure trove of history, design, and opportunity. Let's go back to 1994, the year that this coin was minted, to understand the context in which the 1994 dime was produced. The year 1994 marked an era of economic prosperity for the United States. It was a period of rapid technological advancement, cultural changes, and global influence. The 1990s saw the rise of the Internet, with the World Wide Web becoming publicly accessible in 1991. The economy was booming, and consumer confidence was high. Yet, while these technological advancements were transforming the world, the 1994 dime remained firmly rooted in the rich traditions of U.S. coinage. The 1994 one-dime coin, like all dimes, was struck with the portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse side. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, had been featured on the dime since 1946, shortly after his death. His likeness on the coin was not only a tribute to his leadership during World War II but also to his role in establishing the March of Dimes, an organization dedicated to the eradication of polio. Roosevelt's image is still one of the most recognizable and enduring in U.S. coinage, and it serves as a powerful symbol of American resilience and leadership. On the reverse side of the coin, we see a design that has remained unchanged since the introduction of the Roosevelt dime in 1946. The reverse features a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch, which together symbolize liberty, peace, and strength. The torch represents freedom, the olive branch represents peace, and the oak branch symbolizes strength. This timeless design was created by artist Adolph A. Weinman, who also designed the famous Mercury dime in 1916. The reverse of the 1994 dime carries the words United States of America along the top, E pluribus unum along the bottom, and the denomination 1 dime at the base of the coin. The 1994 dime was minted in copper-nickel clad, a composition that has been standard for dimes since 1965. This composition consists of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel, giving the coin its characteristic appearance and durability. The 1994 dime weighs 2.27 grams and has a diameter of 17.91 millimeters, making it one of the smaller coins in U.S. currency. Despite its small size and seemingly insignificant value, the dime has been a critical part of U.S. coinage for decades, and its design and composition have remained consistent through the years. In terms of minting, the 1994 dime was produced at the U.S. Mint's two primary facilities, the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint. Each of these facilities produces coins with their respective mint marks, which are small letters, either P for Philadelphia or D for Denver, placed on the coin to indicate where it was struck. The 1994 dimes produced at these mints were made in huge quantities and were widely circulated across the country. In fact, the 1994 dime is one of the more common coins from that era, with billions of them being produced. However, despite the large mintage, certain 1994 dimes have become highly prized by collectors. Why is that? The value of a coin is determined by several factors, including its rarity, its condition, and, sometimes, the presence of minting errors. As with many other coins, there are versions of the 1994 dime that are considered to be rare and valuable, particularly those with minting errors or those in exceptional condition. Minting errors are a significant part of what makes certain coins highly collectible. These errors occur when something goes wrong during the coin's production, leading to an unexpected or unique result. These mistakes are relatively rare, but when they do occur, they can greatly increase a coin's value. The 1994 dime is no exception. Some of the most valuable examples of this coin have been those with minting errors. One of the most sought-after varieties of the 1994 dime is the double die obverse error. This occurs when the die used to strike the coin is misaligned, causing certain parts of the design to appear doubled. In the case of the 1994 dime, the doubling is often seen in the lettering, such as the word Liberty, or in the date, 1994. The double die error can be subtle, but it's unmistakable when you know what to look for. These coins are highly valued by collectors, and examples of the 1994 double die obverse dime have sold for thousands of dollars, depending on their condition and the clarity of the doubling. Another error that has been spotted in some 1994 dimes is the off-center strike. This error occurs when the coin is not properly aligned during the striking process, resulting in a coin with a design that is shifted or off-center. These coins can be particularly striking because part of the coin's design may be missing, leaving blank areas on the coin. Off-center strikes are relatively rare, and when they occur on a 1994 dime, they can fetch a significant premium. Depending on the severity of the error and the overall condition of the coin, an off-center 1994 dime can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. In addition to these minting errors, the 1994 dime's value can also be influenced by its condition. As with any collectible item, the condition of the coin plays a major role in determining its value. Coins that have been well preserved, without signs of wear or damage, are worth far more than those that have been heavily circulated. Coins that are graded as mint state or MS by professional grading services are typically the most valuable. For example, a 1994 dime that has been graded as MS 67 or higher could be worth significantly more than a coin in lower grades. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. So, what is the current value of the 1994 one-dime coin? While most 1994 dimes are worth only their face value of 10 cents, certain rare error coins and coins in exceptional condition can be worth a significant amount of money. For example, a 1994 double die obverse dime could sell for anywhere from a few $1,000s to tens of thousands of dollars, depending on the extent of the error and the coin's condition. Coins with off-center strikes or other unique characteristics are also highly valued, with some examples selling for thousands of dollars at auction. In fact, the most valuable 1994 dimes, those with significant minting errors or in pristine condition, have been known to sell for as much as $124,000. This is an extraordinary price for a coin that was originally worth only 10 cents. The reason for this incredible value lies in the rarity and desirability of these coins, as well as the demand from collectors who are always on the lookout for unique and rare examples of U.S. currency. As with all collectibles, the value of a coin can fluctuate over time based on market trends, collector interest, and the discovery of new examples. While $124,000 may represent the top price for a 1994 dime today, it's possible that this value could increase in the future as more collectors become aware of these rare and valuable coins. The world of coin collecting is dynamic, and the value of a coin can continue to rise as demand increases and as more people recognize the historical significance of certain pieces. So, if you happen to have a 1994 dime in your collection, it's worth taking a closer look. The 1994 one-dime coin may seem like just another piece of change at first, but it could be a hidden gem with a much greater value than you might expect. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or simply curious about the fascinating world of numismatics, the 1994 dime serves as a reminder that even the smallest pieces of currency can hold immense value, both in terms of monetary worth and historical significance. Keep an eye out for those rare errors, and who knows, you could be holding on to a coin worth thousands, or even hundreds of thousands, of dollars. The top 3. The 1995 USA one-dime coin. On its surface, it might appear to be a simple, everyday object, nothing more than a small, copper-nickel piece of currency. But to collectors and numismatists, it's far more than that. This seemingly ordinary dime has become an intriguing and highly sought-after item in the world of coin collecting. So, how does a coin that's worth just 10 cents become a rare and valuable treasure, worth up to $116,000? To truly appreciate the 1995 dime's value, we need to look at its historical context, design features, minting process, errors, and what makes it a collectible. To begin, let's rewind to the year 1995. In the mid-90s, the United States was experiencing a time of economic growth and technological innovation. The world was rapidly changing, and a new digital era was emerging with the rise of the Internet and personal computers. Yet, during this time, U.S. currency was still deeply tied to tradition, with the coinage largely unchanged from decades past. The 1995 dime, like many of its predecessors, was part of a steady tradition in American coinage that continued Roosevelt's legacy on the dime, but little did anyone know, certain varieties of this coin would go on to become extremely valuable in the world of collectors. The design of the 1995 dime is based on the work of artist John R. Sinek, who created the original design in 1946 to honor Franklin D. Roosevelt. Roosevelt's image remains one of the most recognizable features of U.S. coinage, forever embedded on the dime. The obverse side of the 1995 dime features a profile portrait of Roosevelt, facing left. His calm, determined expression remains a symbol of his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II, two defining periods of American history. Roosevelt was also the driving force behind the March of Dimes, an organization that raised funds to fight polio. On the reverse side of the 1995 dime, we see the familiar elements: a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch. These symbols represent liberty, peace, and strength. The torch is a timeless representation of freedom, while the olive branch stands for peace, and the oak branch signifies strength and stability. This design, created by Adolph A. Weinman in 1916, has endured through numerous changes in U.S. coinage and continues to appear on the Roosevelt dime to this day. The reverse side also includes the inscriptions United States of America, E pluribus unum, and the denomination 1 dime. Now, let's take a closer look at the minting of the 1995 dime. Coins are produced at various U.S. mint facilities, and in 1995, dimes were primarily struck at two locations, the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint. Each mint facility has its own mint mark, either a P for Philadelphia or a D for Denver, which is placed on the coin to indicate where it was made. The 1995 dime was composed of a copper-nickel clad, with 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel, which gives the coin its characteristic color and durability. Weighing just 2.27 grams and with a diameter of 17.91 millimeters, the dime has remained relatively unchanged in size and composition for decades, despite being minted in large numbers. The 1995 dime, like all coins, is not entirely free of variation. The minting process isn't always flawless, and sometimes mistakes happen. These errors, which occurred during the striking process, can make certain coins far rarer and more valuable. And it's these errors, combined with the overall condition of the coin, that make the 1995 dime so intriguing for collectors. One of the most common types of minting errors that collectors seek out is the double die error, which happens when a coin die is misaligned during the striking process. This can cause the design to be imprinted onto the coin more than once, resulting in a coin with doubled or blurry lettering or details. The 1995 dime has been known to have a variety of these errors, particularly on the obverse, where the word Liberty or the date 1995 appears doubled. These coins are rare and highly valuable, with some examples fetching thousands of dollars at auction, depending on the clarity of the error. Another notable error that has been found on the 1995 dime is the off-center strike. This error happens when a coin is not aligned properly during the minting process, causing the design to be struck off-center. This results in a coin that may have part of its design missing or cut off. Off-center strikes are rare and highly collectible, as they are often seen as unique and visually striking pieces. For collectors who specialize in error coins, the 1995 off-center dimes can command a premium price, especially when they are well preserved. Then there are also examples of the 1995 dime that have been graded in exceptional condition. Coins that are well preserved, with minimal wear and no signs of damage, are always more valuable than coins that have been circulated heavily. The value of a 1995 dime in mint state, meaning it shows no wear and retains its original luster, is far greater than a typical dime that has been in circulation for years. Coins graded as MS-67 or higher by professional grading services such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, can fetch much higher prices due to their pristine condition. When it comes to the 1995 dime, the most valuable versions of this coin are typically those with rare minting errors or those in mint state condition. For example, a 1995 double die obverse coin with strong, noticeable doubling can fetch anywhere from several $1,000s to tens of thousands, depending on its overall condition and the severity of the error. The rarer the error, and the more well-preserved the coin, the higher its value in the collector's market. But, you might be wondering, what's the value of a 1995 dime if it doesn't have any errors or if it's simply in average circulated condition? Well, in most cases, a standard 1995 dime in good condition will only be worth its face value, 10 cents. However, as with all coins, the value can fluctuate depending on demand, rarity, and collector interest. Now, let's get to the big reveal. Just how much can a 1995 dime be worth? While most 1995 dimes are relatively inexpensive and only worth a few dollars, some of the most exceptional examples have sold for shocking prices. Depending on factors like the presence of errors, condition, and rarity, a 1995 dime can be worth anywhere from a few $100s to as much as $116,000. Yes, you read that right, a 1995 dime could be worth $116,000. This is a staggering value, and it highlights just how much certain coins can appreciate in the world of numismatics. The reason for this incredible value lies in the rarity of certain error coins and the demand from collectors. The world of coin collecting is not just about owning a piece of history, it's about owning something rare, unique, and valuable. Coins with errors, particularly those with significant double dies or off-center strikes, attract collectors who are willing to pay a premium for these one-of-a-kind items. The 1995 dime has become one of the most sought-after coins of its era, and as more collectors discover its rarity and value, prices continue to climb. In summary, the 1995 US 1 dime coin is more than just a small piece of currency, it's a valuable collectible with an intriguing history and a story to tell. Whether you have a standard 1995 dime or a rare error coin, it's a reminder that even the most commonplace items can hold immense value in the world of coin collecting. So, if you happen to come across a 1995 dime in your pocket change, take a closer look, it could be worth far more than you think. In 1996, the world of US currency seemed to continue as usual, with little fanfare for a coin that would later become a sought-after treasure in the world of numismatics. The 1996 US 1 dime coin, although small in size, carries with it a tale of historical significance, an iconic design, and a place in the vast, intricate world of coin collecting. When it was first minted, no one could have predicted that the 1996 dime would eventually reach a remarkable value, up to $105,000 in today's market. To fully understand how a dime, a mere 10-cent piece, can fetch such an extraordinary amount, we must first explore the context in which it was created. Let's start by stepping back into the 1990s. The United States was on the cusp of entering the digital age. The year 1996 saw the early days of the internet boom, where people were beginning to experience the power of the World Wide Web, although it was still a far cry from the digital landscape we know today. At this time, the U.S. Mint continued its traditional role of producing coins, with the Roosevelt dime being a mainstay of American currency for over 50 years. The 1996 dime was part of the ongoing series that honored Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, and a leader who had led the country through the Great Depression and World War II. Roosevelt's legacy was immortalized on the dime in 1946, shortly after his passing, thanks to the work of U.S. Mint engraver John R. Sinnock. Sinnock's design has remained unchanged for decades, with Roosevelt's face appearing on the obverse side, the torch, olive branch, and oak branch representing liberty, peace, and strength on the reverse. This consistency made the dime a reliable fixture in the wallets of Americans, and in 1996, it continued to be part of the routine currency that people used every day. The year 1996, however, also marked a point of evolution for the coin in terms of its production. The U.S. Mint operates several facilities across the country, each responsible for producing various denominations of coinage. The 1996 dime was primarily minted at the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint, two of the most important locations for the production of U.S. currency. At this time, coins were produced using traditional minting methods, where blanks of metal, known as planchets, were struck by dies with designs to create coins. This process would later give rise to some errors and variations that would make the 1996 dime special in the eyes of collectors. Now let's examine the design of the 1996 dime more closely. On the obverse side of the coin, we see the profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt. His likeness, engraved with stunning detail by Cynic, captures his features in a dignified and noble way. Roosevelt, who led the United States through one of its most challenging periods in history, has become an enduring symbol of resilience and hope. His image on the dime is one of the most iconic and enduring representations of a president on U.S. coinage. Surrounding Roosevelt's portrait are the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," along with the year of minting, 1996. On the reverse side of the coin, we find the classic design that has been associated with the Roosevelt dime since its inception in 1946. This reverse, created by Adolph A. Weinman, features a combination of elements: a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch. The torch is a symbol of freedom, the olive branch of peace, and the oak branch of strength. Together, these symbols create a message of unity and American values. The words "United States of America" and "E pluribus unum," along with the denomination "one dime," complete the design. This timeless image on the reverse has remained unchanged, making it one of the most recognizable coin designs in U.S. history. While the 1996 dime may seem like a simple coin at first glance, there's more to its history than meets the eye. As with most coins, there were some variations in the minting process that would later contribute to the coin's value on the secondary market. These variations are crucial for understanding how some 1996 dimes would become highly valuable to collectors. One of the most significant factors in a coin's value is its rarity, and there are a few particular errors and varieties of the 1996 dime that have contributed to its rise in collector interest. In the world of coin collecting, one of the most sought-after categories is error coins. These are coins that were struck with some sort of flaw or anomaly during the minting process. Errors can range from minor mistakes, such as a misaligned die or off-center strike, to more significant issues, such as double-struck designs or the presence of unintended features. When errors occur during the minting process, they create a coin that is unlike any other, and these unique pieces are highly desirable among collectors. For the 1996 dime, one of the most well-known error varieties is the 1996 double die obverse. This error occurs when a coin die is improperly aligned during the minting process, causing the design to be struck multiple times. In the case of the 1996 dime, this error caused parts of the lettering and details to appear doubled, especially in the word "Liberty." These double strikes can make the coin stand out from the standard 1996 dimes, and collectors are particularly interested in coins with clear and noticeable doubling. Double die errors are among the most coveted coins in the numismatic world, and the 1996 double die obverse dime is no exception. Another important factor in determining a coin's value is its condition. The better the condition of a coin, the more valuable it is to collectors. Coins that are in mint state are especially desirable, as they show little to no wear and retain their original luster. A 1996 dime in excellent condition, meaning it has no noticeable wear, scratches, or discoloration, will be worth far more than one that has been heavily circulated. In fact, High-grade coins can command significant premiums, and coins that receive high grades from professional grading services, such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation (NGC), or the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS), often see their values increase exponentially. The value of a 1996 dime, however, is not determined solely by errors or condition. The overall rarity of a particular coin is a key factor as well. While the U.S. Mint produced millions of dimes in 1996, certain varieties, especially those with errors or in pristine condition, are far rarer than others. The rarity of these coins, combined with the growing interest from collectors, has contributed to the dramatic rise in value for certain 1996 dimes. Now, let's talk about the big question: how much is the 1996 dime worth? While most of the 1996 dimes in circulation today are only worth their face value of 10 cents, the value of certain error coins or those in mint state condition can be staggering. A 1996 dime with a double die error or in mint state can easily fetch hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars at auction. However, the most exceptional examples of these coins, particularly those in perfect condition or with significant minting errors, have been known to sell for as much as $105,000. The high value of the 1996 dime is a testament to the unpredictable nature of the coin market and the growing interest in numismatics. Collectors are always on the lookout for rare, unique, and valuable coins, and the 1996 dime has become one of the most desirable dimes of its era. Whether it's an error coin with a unique minting flaw or a coin in pristine condition, the 1996 dime represents more than just a piece of currency. It's a valuable collectible, a piece of American history, and a reminder that even the most ordinary items can hold extraordinary worth. In conclusion, the 1996 US 1 dime coin may have seemed like just another dime when it was first minted, but today, it's a rare and valuable piece of numismatic history. Whether it's a double die error coin, a coin in pristine mint state, or simply a rare variety, the 1996 dime continues to captivate collectors and commands impressive prices on the secondary market. So, the next time you come across a 1996 dime, take a moment to appreciate its design, its history, and its potential value. It just might be worth far more than you think. In 1999, the world was brimming with change, excitement, and uncertainty. As the United States approached the turn of the millennium, a sense of anticipation filled the air. People were caught up in the Y2K bug scare, thinking about the potential collapse of technology, and others were focused on the last days of the 20th century. It was an era of transition in both the social and economic landscapes. Yet, among all the buzz and chaos, something simple and enduring continued its quiet journey through the hands of Americans: the 1999 US 1 dime coin. Though it may seem insignificant at first glance, the 1999 dime, just like its predecessors, is part of an ongoing legacy in the US minting tradition, which traces its origins back to the 1790s. What sets the 1999 1 dime apart from the rest, however, is not its size or its face value, but rather its enduring design, its history, and the rare qualities that make it a hidden treasure today. As we explore the 1999 dime, we'll peel back the layers to understand how a simple 10-cent coin became a valuable collectible, worth up to $92,000 in certain cases. We'll examine its design, its minting process, and some of the unique factors that make it stand out in the world of numismatics. By the end of this journey, you'll have a whole new appreciation for this small yet mighty coin. First, let's dive into the historical context in which the 1999 dime was produced. The 1990s were a time of technological innovation, political stability, and economic growth. President Bill Clinton was in office, overseeing a period of prosperity in the United States, as the country experienced strong economic performance, a booming stock market, and a reduction in national debt. The U.S. Mint continued to produce coins for everyday use, but the late 1990s also marked the final years of the traditional series of dimes as the world prepared for new currency designs in the new millennium. Despite the push toward modernization, the 1999 dime continued to be a staple of American currency, and little did anyone know at the time, it would become highly sought after in the world of coin collectors. The design of the 1999 dime remains one of the most well-known and enduring designs in American coinage, featuring the likeness of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. Roosevelt's image has graced the dime since 1946, when it was introduced shortly after his death. The decision to put Roosevelt on the dime was a tribute to his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II, two events that defined much of the first half of the 20th century. His image, as designed by John R. Sinek, has been the same for over half a century. On the obverse of the 1999 dime, you'll find Roosevelt's side profile, facing left. It's a striking and dignified image, one that speaks to the gravity of the man's legacy. Roosevelt's features are finely detailed, from the curve of his nose to the furrow of his brow. Above his portrait, you'll find the word Liberty inscribed, as well as the year 1999 beneath his chin, signifying the minting year. To the right, the words, "In God We Trust," are displayed, reflecting the national motto and the country's strong ties to religious faith. The simplicity and elegance of the design make it timeless, and it has remained largely unchanged since its debut. Roosevelt's image has become an enduring symbol of resilience, leadership, and hope. On the reverse side of the 1999 dime, the design consists of a combination of symbols that represent strength, peace, and liberty. The reverse, designed by Adolph A. Weinman, features three elements: a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch. The torch is a symbol of freedom and enlightenment, the olive branch represents peace, and the oak branch is a symbol of strength and endurance. Together, these symbols convey the values that are core to the American ethos. Around the design, the words "United States of America" and the phrase "E pluribus unum" appear, reinforcing the unity and diversity of the nation. At the bottom, the word "1 dime" is displayed, representing the coin's value. Despite the consistency of the design, the production process of the 1999 dime was not without its quirks. The U.S. Mint produced millions of these dimes in both the Philadelphia and Denver mint facilities, but as with most coins, there were some errors and variations that collectors would later find particularly interesting. Errors in minting, such as misaligned dies, off-center strikes, and double dies, can make coins highly valuable. These rare errors are often discovered years later when the coins have circulated through the hands of the public and found their way into collections. While many of the 1999 dimes are common and can still be found in circulation today, a few with unique characteristics have become highly coveted by numismatists. One of the most well-known errors from the 1999 dime series is the double die variety. A double die occurs when a coin is struck multiple times by the die, causing some areas of the design to appear doubled. This error typically occurs when the coin dies are misaligned, leading to a slight shift in the positioning of the design. In the case of the 1999 dime, this error is most noticeable in the lettering and details of the coin, such as the word "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." The doubling effect is subtle, but it's visible enough to be noticed by eagle-eyed collectors. These double die dimes are some of the most sought after, as they are relatively rare and highly prized by numismatists who specialize in minting errors. Another factor that contributes to the value of the 1999 dime is its condition. Coins are graded based on their level of wear and overall appearance, and the grade of a coin is one of the primary factors that determines its value. The grading scale ranges from poor to mint state, with coins in mint state condition being the most valuable. A coin in mint state has no visible wear, scratches, or discoloration, and retains much of its original luster. Coins that have been well preserved or kept in mint condition are considered highly valuable. For the 1999 dime, finding one in perfect or near perfect condition is rare, making such coins especially valuable to collectors. Now, let's take a moment to address the most pressing question: how much is the 1999 dime worth? Most of the dimes from this year are worth just their face value, 10 cents, when you find them in circulation. However, the value of the 1999 dime changes dramatically when you factor in rarity, condition, and the presence of errors. A standard 1999 dime in average condition is worth only about 10 to 50 cents, but when you start to look at the error coins and those in higher grades, the value can skyrocket. The most impressive examples of the 1999 dime can sell for several $100s, with certain error varieties or coins in pristine condition reaching values upwards of $92,000. This is largely due to the rarity of these coins and the growing interest in numismatics. Coin collectors are always on the lookout for rare pieces that have historical significance, and the 1999 dime fits that mold perfectly. In addition to its unique errors and high-grade examples, the coin holds a special place in the history of U.S. currency, as it was minted during a time of great cultural and technological change. The rise in the value of certain 1999 dimes is also indicative of the broader trend in the numismatic market. As collectors continue to explore the world of rare coins, they increasingly value coins that have historical significance or unique qualities. The 1999 dime, with its subtle minting errors, enduring design, and place in American history, has proven to be a highly valuable asset in the world of coin collecting. In conclusion, the 1999 US 1 dime may seem like just another small piece of currency, but in reality, it's a valuable and sought-after collectible. Its iconic design, its place in American history, and the rarity of certain error varieties make it a prized possession for collectors. Whether you're holding a well-worn dime from your pocket change or a pristine specimen with a unique minting error, the 1999 dime represents more than just a 10-cent coin. It's a part of the legacy of U.S. currency, a symbol of the country's values, and for the right collector, it can be worth an astounding $92,000. So the next time you come across a 1999 dime, take a closer look. You never know what hidden value might be waiting for you.